I stopped assigning tasks to my junior developer and gave them to an AI instead. The result after 30 days. It wasn't what I expected. Look, I've managed engineering teams for years. I know the struggle. Junior devs are an investment. They take time to onboard, they make mistakes, and they require constant mentorship. But as a senior engineer, my time is the most expensive resource in the room. I wanted to see if an AI coding assistant could actually bridge that gap, or if it would just create a mountain of technical debt I'd have to clean up later. So, for 1 month, I treated Cursor like my newest hire. I gave it real tickets, complex refactors, and edge case bugs. Today, I'm breaking down the raw data, the productivity gains, the terrifying hallucinations, and the honest truth about whether AI can actually replace the role of a junior developer in 2026. Let's dive in. Let's be honest, managing a junior developer is a high-stakes balancing act. You want them to grow, you want to be a great mentor, but the daily reality. It's a massive time sink. Every simple ticket becomes a 4-hour ordeal. You find yourself spending more time reviewing their PRs than actually writing your own feature code. This is the teaching tax. It's that specific mental exhaustion when you have to break your flow state just to explain why a use effect hook is looping infinitely for the third time this week. And then there's the hidden cost, technical debt. The quick fixes that inadvertently break 3 other modules, the total lack of edge case handling. Suddenly, you're not just leading a project, you're babysitting a codebase. We've all seen the hype. AI assistants like GitHub Copilot and Cursor are promised to be the ultimate force multiplier. But there's a gap between auto-completing a function and owning a feature. Can an LLM actually replace the role of a junior? Not just the syntax, but the actual execution and reliability. Or is it just a faster way to generate technical debt? I decided to stop guessing. I wanted to see if I could replace a human junior with a prompt. So here was the plan. I downloaded Cursor. Now, if you haven't used it, it's not just another plugin, it's a full fork of V's code. The secret sauce: codebase indexing. Unlike basic LLMs, Cursor actually sees my entire project. It understands the relationship between my types, my components, and my API routes. I stopped assigning tickets to my junior dev and started feeding those exact prompts into the AI. Days 1 through 10 were the honeymoon phase. I felt like I had a superpower. I'd prompt, create a new CRUD endpoint for user profiles, follow the existing pattern in the auth controller. Boom! Done in 5 seconds. Tasks that used to take a junior dev 4 hours, including the back and forth Slack messages, were finished before I could sip my coffee. Productivity didn't just increase, it exploded. I was shipping features at a pace that felt illegal. But then, day 11 hit. I moved from boilerplate to business logic. I asked Cursor to refactor our state management to handle a complex edge case in the checkout flow. It gave me a solution that looked perfect. It looked elegant. It was completely wrong. It started hallucinating methods that didn't exist in our version of the library. I spent 3 hours debugging AI-generated garbage. That's when I realized the junior gap. A human junior developer asks, why? When something doesn't make sense. Cursor just confidently lies to your face until you tell it it's wrong. By day 20, the real problem emerged: technical debt. I reviewed the last 2 weeks of code. The features worked, but the architecture was fragmented. Cursor doesn't think about the long-term health of the system. It optimizes for the immediate prompt. It was giving me quick fixes that created a spiderweb of dependencies. I wasn't building a scalable product, I was building a house of cards. By day 30, the verdict was clear. Cursor is a god-tier tool for a senior engineer who knows exactly what they want. It's a force multiplier. But as a replacement for a junior dev, it fails. Why? Because the value of a junior isn't just the code they write. It's the ownership they take. It's the way they learn the system so they can eventually become the senior. Cursor can write the function, but it can't own the feature. If you want to run your own experiment, I've linked Cursor, GitHub Copilot and Perplexity in the description. Cursor was the MVP here. So the results. Velocity skyrocketed. Tasks that usually took a junior developer 3 days were finished in 3 minutes. The raw output was staggering. But here is the catch. Technical debt started piling up. Cursor is a master of the how, but it's blind to the why. It lacks the architectural intuition a human brings to a code base. My conclusion: AI isn't replacing software engineers. It's replacing the *way we work. If you're a senior dev or manager, you need to master these tools now, or you'll be the bottleneck. If this deep dive helped you, hit subscribe. I'm tracking the future of engineering so you don't have to. See you in the next one.